Hi, my name is Dorian Gutierrez, and this is
I'm Dylan Ramirez, and this is our site development project for CET 3432. Starting off with the project site specifications, the sections that correlate to the site work are section 31.21.00, building earthwork, and then civil engineering drawings are all referenced. There's 4 ASTM/ANCI tests that are referenced. The geotechnical engineer must approve all materials to be used on site, whether that is fill material or any excavated material. All fill material must be 98% dry density of the ASTM D69698 standard Proctor test. The fill material must be free from any debris and then any stones larger than 1.5 inches. The fill material must be clean inorganic silt with a liquid limit of 45 and a plasticity index less than 28. And then everything on/near the site must be protected from washout, and then every item must be submitted to the GC for review/approval.
okay. So a little bit of background information about our project. So we're located over here in Piedmont, Oklahoma. Majority of this area is flat developed with slightly vegetation. However, there is one eastern slope that we have to worry about just slightly, just in case like water is trailing down, and that would be an easy path for that to go. We do have a pond over here on the northeast side of it, and up here is a point of view that you get staring at the eastern slope that we're talking about over here on our project. Majority of the soils that we're dealing with are low permeability soils, which means that it's going to be hard for water to be traveling through the soils, meaning that there can be a lot of water that gets trapped within our project. So some of the soil tests that are performed for us to kind of figure out about what we're dealing with. So there's testing pits, that's going to be for the shallow soils. Boring test, that's going to be for deep down, about 100 feet. Moisture content testing and grain size analysis. Some site recommendations from the geotechnical report. Obviously, we got to strip all the topsoil vegetation and loose soft soils. We got to compact structural fills at least 95% for the ASTM D698 standard. We must install a 4-inch layer of clean sand or fine gravel under the slabs and install plastic membranes if moisture protection is needed, considering the soils that we're dealing with. Once again, the low permeability soils, it's going to be really easy for the water to get trapped around here. Some of the boring logs, alright, this was a big example that was put out there. One thing that I like to note on here is the groundwater, the seepage observed at 23 feet and 50 feet. This is kind of like a summarized boring log from the geotechnical report. However, this is pretty accurate of a good summary. The original is 100 feet. This is summarized and simplified down to 50 feet. So once again, 23 feet and 50 feet, there's water found. Likely that's due to the type of soils that we're dealing with. We have pretty, once again, low permeability soils, meaning water is going to be trapped in different areas. We have dense sand and hard silt. That's the majority of the soils.
And then for our dewatering/SWIP plan, we had 6 lots at 262,958 square feet. And then a pond green space at 691,912 square feet. We have 6,153 linear feet of silt fence that will go around most of these lots. 28 track out mats at every entrance to every lot and the pond. 6 tin horn/culverts will be installed at each lot. 12 straw wattles will go around, 2 each for every culvert. There's 2,285 linear feet of snow fence, and that's to protect some existing vegetation and trees. We'll have 1 water truck on site that will help keep all the dust out and then help with compaction. There'll be 7 40 cubic yard dumpsters, and then 10 4x4 concrete washout containers located near the entrance to the pond. And then 2 of our main sources of non-erosion pollutants are chemicals from motor vehicles and then heavy metals from shingles and motor vehicles as well.
And that concludes our site development project presentation video.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.